Alright, what is up YouTube? So today I have a really cool shoe for you. Alright, so this is the Dunk High SP, and Dunk High SP stands for Special Project. So this was actually a special project, I believe, with Nike and Michigan State University. I believe this is okay, so this is just a regular dunk. This is not a SB dunk. And you can kind of tell through the silhouette of the shoe. The shoe is kind of just a little bit skinnier than some of the other like Dunk SBs. Specifically, the Dunk SB highs are a little bit wider, I've noticed. This is the first shoe. This is the first time I've ever actually done a Dunk high on the channel. I actually haven't even done any Nike Dunks yet besides the rubber dunk. Yo, shout out to Ryan Montoya for letting me borrow the shoe. I really appreciate that, bro. And let's get right into the review. The Nike Dunk Michigan was a shoe that actually dropped September 23rd of 2020. And personally, this is a really awesome shoe for me for a lot of reasons. It's the first time I've ever had a Dunk high in hand before. The bold colorways, the navy blue with the yellow here on the upper just looks really, really great. I'm pretty impressed with the shoe overall. The shoe retailed for $120 if you were able to get the shoe off of like the SNKRS app on the day of the release. But personally, I didn't actually get the shoe, so shout out to Ryan again for helping me get these shoes supplied for the channel. I actually really appreciate that. It helps me get shoes on here that I personally might not have bought, and shoes that I think that you guys might want out there in the YouTube community. So I'm trying to bring a lot more stuff like this, and having homies to borrow shoes from actually really helps with this process. So shout out to you guys out there who are helping me with that. Now, I really wanted to say, as far as this shoe goes, it wasn't a shoe that I was really gonna buy. It wasn't something that I was really all that stoked on, but personally it's something that once I have in hand, like now that I have it in hand, I know I say this a lot too, now that I have this shoe in hand, this is a shoe that I really like for a lot of different reasons. The yellow is what's doing it the most for me. I think the yellow on the upper just gives the shoe a super bold look. And I would really like to wear these shoes. I can't actually give you an on-feet review of these, but at some point I will be buying a pair of Dunk highs. I don't know if I'm going to be buying the Michigan colorway, but I will be buying a pair of Dunk highs, and I will be reviewing those on the channel, and I will do an on-feet review of those for the people out there. Now, there's a few other things about this shoe that I really like. Personally, I like that the shoe comes with 3 sets of laces. I would probably put the white laces on if I were to rock these. Another thing is I just like the sort of dualistic color tone. Well, I guess it has 3 colors if you include the white here on the midsole. But aside from that, it's just basically this yellow and the navy blue look to it. I really think that looks really great. Aside from that, I can't really knock the shoe at all. It's a super clean shoe. I like the shoe a lot just because it has that really awesome Nike swoosh on the side. It's an iconic shoe. It's a shoe that has years and years and years and years worth of history put into it, years worth of hard work. This is what got me into collecting in the first place. Seeing what happens to shoes over the course of 2 to 5 to 10 years. And personally, I think this is a shoe that is going to really stay in fashion for the next 10 to maybe even 15 or 20 years. It's a shoe that looks really great, and it's a shoe that I think it's definitely not a shoe that I personally would have purchased, but it's a shoe that I can really appreciate for certain things like its bold colorway, and it's also a shoe that I think that despite the fact that it's a college themed shoe, I still think that this shoe would go really well with a lot of different things that I wear personally. I'm really stoked on just kind of the simplicity of it. I think that there's a lot of iconic value to it. You can see here on the side, just regular old Nike swoosh. Personally, this is a shoe that I don't think is going to go out of fashion for a really long time. It's a shoe that if you can get the shoe, for a good price, I would highly recommend going and getting the shoe for that price. And I definitely think that from an investment standpoint, I think the shoe is going to go up maybe another $200 or $300. We'll see what happens. Don't quote me on that. It could be a brick, but overall, it depends. It depends on what kind of taste you're looking for. If this is a shoe that, if you're not really a big Michigan State fan, maybe this is still a shoe that looks really good with some of the stuff that you wear. Personally, for me, I wear a lot of yellow, and this is a shoe that would look really good with a lot of different fits that I have. This is also a shoe that would look really good with just a basic regular hoodie. That's basically what I'm normally wearing. I just like a really nice comfortable hoodie, so this is a shoe that goes with a lot of different hoodie colorways that I have, gray, black, white, and you know, blue colorways and stuff like that. So yeah, all in all, I don't have too much more to say about the shoe. It's a simple, iconic, really awesome design. It's a design that's been around for a long time. I don't think it's gonna go out of style anytime soon. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens with shoes like this in the future. I really wonder if this is gonna be a good investment shoe. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe I'll have to do an update video in the future to see kind of what the price did on this shoe, and I'll let you guys know. Peace.